Here's a default AI text-to-speech engine reading a script about a hunting cheetah. The pacing is rushed, the tone is flat, and the delivery feels mechanical. But with the right parameters, you can force the listener to hold their breath and feel the weight of the moment. That hypnotic power you hear in top-tier documentary narration relies heavily on deliberate pacing and a specific range of low-end chest frequencies. Producing a high-end voiceover is a matter of applying specific audio engineering steps and generation parameters to raw AI outputs. Modern AI models clone the delivery and acoustic environment of a sample file alongside the raw vocal cords. Record 1 to 3 minutes of a dry, factual text, like a Wikipedia article. Read it slowly and articulate every word clearly, using a decent microphone in a quiet room. Using an excited or noisy sample will corrupt the AI's baseline delivery, resulting in a narrator that sounds like a strained football commentator. Providing clean, neutral data creates a foundation that allows the AI model to flexibly adopt different tones and emotions during the generation phase. Once you enter the generation panel, leaving the sliders on their default positions guarantees a sterile output. We have to introduce human imperfection manually. Reduce the stability slider to between 40 and 50% to introduce subtle breaths and vocal fry. Set the similarity slider to roughly 75%. Keep the style exaggeration setting low, specifically between 10 and 15%, to prevent the voice from sounding overly dramatic or synthetic. You can also use punctuation as a form of musical notation to control the AI engine's pacing. Insert an ellipsis to create dramatic tension, and use a dash to signal a sudden shift in tone within your script. Manipulating these variables transforms the AI from a simple text reader into a directed storyteller. Raw AI audio typically lacks the deep chest resonance we associate with authoritative narrators like Morgan Freeman. We use a parametric EQ tool to manually sculpt the frequency curve of the voice. The first step is applying a high-pass filter to cut everything below 80 Hz, which eliminates digital rumble and noise. To add weight and warmth, raise the frequencies between 100 and 200 Hz by 2 to 3 decibels. Finally, raise the 3000 to 5000 Hz range by 1 decibel, ensuring the words cut clearly through your background music. The perception of authority in a narrator's voice is largely a manufactured acoustic illusion, achievable through this specific EQ curve. Now that the voice is resonant, it must be leveled so it doesn't get varied under the soundtrack. Apply audio compression with a ratio set between 3:1 and 4:1. This compression acts as glue, reducing the volume difference between the narrator's quietest whispers and loudest pronunciations. Add a subtle reverb effect, capped at 10% wet on a small room setting, to simulate a natural speaking environment. Applying too much reverb will destroy the intimate close mic illusion and make the narrator sound distant. These final post-production steps are what separate amateur AI experiments from broadcast-ready media. The final result is a narrator that commands respect, grounding your visuals in a sense of awe and authority. You have bypassed thousands of dollars in studio fees and vocal talent by applying acoustic science to your production. Remember the mandatory rules for this technology. You must have consent to clone a voice. You must disclose AI use to your audience, and all files must contain traceable digital watermarks. Test this for yourself right now. Generate a paragraph with 100% stability, then again at 35%, and listen for the difference between a machine and a storyteller.